Good morning, everyone. This is Aylyn Amba reporting about the process theory of motivation from our subject, human behavior and organization. The process theory of motivation, or the process approaches, focuses on the house of motivation. Instead of focusing on what people need, these models focuses on the psychological and behavioral processes that human follows. So we have here the implications of process theory. How do goals motivate behavior? Well, goals energize behavior. It gives direction. It provides a challenge. And goals force employees to think outside the box. We will talk about the three theories of process approaches. First is the expectancy theory. It consists of expectancy, instrumentality, and valence. Expectancy is a belief that increased efforts will lead to a better performance. Then instrumentality is a belief that when you have a better performance, then it will lead you to a better outcome or a reward. And the valence is a belief that the reward that you will be receiving is a reward that will satisfy your personal goals. Next is the equity theory. Individuals are motivated in the sense of fairness in their interaction. Based on the work of Stacey Adams, workers compare the reward potential to the effort they must expend. Equity exists when workers perceive that rewards equals efforts, but employees just don't look at their potential rewards. They look at the rewards of others as well. If they feel that the rewards are inferior to the rewards offered to the person sharing the same workload, then inequalities will occur. So, there are possible behavior as consequences of inequity. First, they put less effort into their job. Second, they ask for better treatment or rewards because they are not satisfied with the reward they received. Third, find ways to make their work seem better by comparison, and they will get themselves out of the topic. Four is to transfer to another field, or they will even quit their job. Next is the goal setting theory. It was introduced by Edwin Locke. He proposed that intentions to work toward a goal are a major source of work motivation. Goals tells employees what needs to be done and how much effort should be expended. So there are attributes that Locke made emphasis in this theory. First is goal specificity. You have to be more specific on the goal you want. Example, as a student, your goal is to get high grades. That's one of goal specificity. Second is goal difficulty. If you have a goal, you must have the ability to achieve it. You put effort and time commitment to achieve a certain goal. Example, as a student, your goal is to get high grades. So, you must put effort and time to study. Third is goal intensity. You have greater intensity of motivation, then you are more directed to achieve that goal. Fourth is goal commitment. We must be committed. We must dedicate ourselves into achieving that goal. Example, as a student, we are committed to our goal, which is to get high grades. Then we will put efforts and time to study much harder. That is how goal setting works. Next is job design. Job design is a process of establishing employees' rules and responsibilities, meaning this is the allocation of the rules and responsibilities in their respective jobs. So there are 5 core dimensions of job design. First is the skill variety. You can introduce more skill variety to your rules through job shadowing opportunities and extended learning courses, or by encouraging cross collaboration with other teams in your organization. Second is task identity. This means the extent to which a job involves completing an identifiable piece of work from start to finish with a visible outcome. Motivated employees will be more likely to complete tasks if they identify with them and have seen them through from start to finish. Third is the task significance. Every employee is essential to your operations, so each role should be given proper recognition. Fourth is autonomy, and last is the job feedback. So it is very understandable. The feedback, this refers to the degree to which an employee receives a direct feedback on their performance. Your team needs feedback in order to motivate employees because there are many employees that motivates themselves if they hear feedback from their managers. Job rotation. It involves moving employees from job to job at regular intervals. So there are advantages in job rotation. First is burnout reduction. When employees perform the same job functions each day without variations, they are likely to experience greater feeling of fatigue, apathy, boredom, and carelessness. But when employees rotate across different positions regularly, they experience less boredom, task variety, and decreased feeling of needless repetition. Second is increased employee satisfaction. A business owner knows that when employees are not satisfied with professional endeavors, they feel demotivated, unhappy, and irritated, which are detrimental to productivity. However, by allowing employees to engage in job rotation, employees are likely to experience greater satisfaction by identifying strengths and weaknesses. So next is increase in employees' motivation. It is important to business owners to provide opportunities to increase employee motivation because greater motivation promotes higher level of organizational commitment and desires to grow within the company. I will give you the meaning of job enlargement and job enrichment. So, job enlargement is about adding new tasks to an existing job. This can make a job more interesting and give the employee a sense of ownership over their work, while job enrichment is about giving an employee more responsibility for their work. This can help employees learn new skills and advance their careers. So next is empowerment as part of motivation. Empowerment is the removal of conditions that make a person powerless. So it is shown in the screen the tips for empowering employees. Next is we will tackle about the different types of flexible work arrangements. But let's first define what is flexible arrangement. Flexible arrangement refers to the alternative arrangement schedule other than the traditional or standard work hours, work days, and work week. Or in other words, it is the work and life balance. So these are the different types of flexible work arrangement. First is flex time. You can work upon the agreed time, unlike the traditional work schedule that you need to work for 8 hours. In this case, you just have to work based on the agreed time even if it is below 8 hours. Next is compressed work week. In traditional schedule, you have to work for 5 days every week. But in this case, you just have to work for 4 days every week. Third is flex place. You are allowed to work outside your office even if you're in a coffee shop or even if you are working from home, they allowed it. Next is job sharing. In job sharing, there are two individuals who voluntarily share the same duties and responsibilities full time. Next is work sharing. The same with job sharing. It is the same with job sharing, but in this case, they agreed that one must work in the morning and the other must work in the afternoon. So next is expanded leave. This option gives the employees greater flexibility in terms of requesting extended periods of time away from work without losing the rights as employees. Next is phased retirement. They allow employees approaching normal retirement age to reduce the hours worked or work for their employees in a different capacity after retirement, meaning they continue to work at 50% of the full-time work schedule. Next is the partial retirement. It is a gradual exit from the workplace rather than the standard final day departure. That could mean that they can be working as part-time. And lastly is the work and family programs. Thank you everyone for watching.